It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Dragons' rookie running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. We're just moments away from the action under the lights on Monday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Smith. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Third and long. To throw is Smith. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. Well, this would be something from an impossible distance.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a first carry for their running back. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. As we move deeper in the season, he continues to put up the big numbers week after week. And you see it manifest there. The NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. The Dragons offense ready to see what they can do. Smith now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Smith. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Smith to throw on first down. Quick throw, taken in, and he will score. Touchdown, Dragons. It's his fourth touchdown on the year. Not a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Smith leading them to the line as they get set to go for 2. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. He'll look to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. Plenty of scoring already. More from the International Series in London after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Tight end going in motion here. They'll stick with him again.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Smith. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Dragons. The kicking team off for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dragons move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Going right sideline and complete. And he is out of... other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It is picked up by the defense. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Deep hole gets even deeper. This has been one-sided right from the start, and this first half nightmare continues.
In a league, Mike, where we see so many close games and there's such parity, every now and then it just seems one team is just clearly dominant, clearly in control of the game, and so far in this first half, that's what's unfolding in front of us. We'll see if they can get back into it in the second half, but up until this point, this team is in complete control.
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. leading now by the score of 28-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. He'll drop to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. On comes the punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. They're trying to get something inside the 10. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Dragons offense ready to get back at it. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Bucs offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. Well, we sit up here all the time. We try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, he just catches that ball and turns upfield. They extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, he pumps up the football. The defense has got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Well, we know this defense was #1 ranked overall coming into the game, and they are just adding to it with the performance here in the first half. And this time, Greg, they put 6 points on the board with the fumble return for touchdown.
Yeah, and Mike, you know, when we talk about the top-ranked defense, we know they're going to be stingy with the amount of yards they give up. But it's often the takeaways that separate you. And in this case, not only are they able to take the ball away, they're able to take it back for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The drive will start on the ground. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll try again here, second and 10. And that ball incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down. They'll look to throw again. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That catch number 40 on the season for him. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. This is intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Wisconsin. And the Dragons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. It's the turnover on down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Back to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
The ball's out. The defense has it. A big hole. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back. Force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Next to score, Dragons 45. Buccaneers 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The Buccaneers offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did. Walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The Dragons offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. A first down on a gain of 11. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports Halftime Report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the Browns who were winners in that one at home. The Browns continue to make their case to be a playoff favorite as they're able to up their record to 7-3 with the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. The Broncos are going to need to put together one heck of a run in the second half.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They send him right out of the slot. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Quick throw, taken in. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Here's a designed run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll give on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Buccaneers.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Touchdown, Tampa. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Bucs will get just a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and mile. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Greg, you always talk about take care of the ball. And in this one, this team just has not.
Yeah, and you're just not going to win in the NFL if you're going to lose the turnover battle at this rate. And it's not just one guy. There's multiple guys who have their hand in this, and if they don't get it cleaned up and they don't continue to prioritize protecting the ball, we're going to see more bad performances out of them here in the future.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. They motion the slot man left. From the gun, here's a handoff, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. A quick throw out wide, caught left side. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Third and 6. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. It's first down, and they'll run. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Now, up hat. That one.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, like, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Now a handoff, running right. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, he'll get it again, and he'll get past the marker, so he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. That's seemingly pretty silly with 1 second left in the game. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dragons add on to their lead. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say